Hello friends and family, this is Micah Wolf Parsons and I'm here at Wolf Customs in beautiful Neosho, Missouri. Well, actually, you guys may not even recognize me. You might think I'm an imposter, but it is truly me, Micah Wolf Parsons, and I have a new haircut. See? Now granted, it doesn't look as good as the hairstylist had it yesterday. I've been welding, I had a welding visor on, and it's getting a little warm in the shop. I'm starting to glisten just a little bit. So my hair is sort of awry, but that's part of I guess the attraction to this haircut is I can kind of mess it up and it still looks good. Well, anyway, you guys tuned in to see a Humvee video, not me talk about my hair. So earlier this week, I started working on the radiator, and as I explained in my last video, we had a stock Humvee radiator in this vehicle, and the theory is it actually flows too good because I don't think the fluid goes too fast. The tubes are huge, and I think the fluid goes so fast through it, it's not cooling the fluid down, in turn cooling the engine down. So a few weeks ago, I talked to Derail Performance Products, and we wanted a new electric fan set up, we wanted an oil cooler, and their sister company sells OEM radiators. So they worked together, they put up got a package put together for us and sent it out at a discount. So I want to thank Derail Performance Products right now. Great products, I'm impressed with the quality. So we got the oil cooler mounted in over the weekend. I still have this louvered panel to put on, but I need to just do a couple last minute touches to my wiring. Anyway, back to the radiator. I'm mocking this radiator up with a used truck radiator. The OEM radiator I'm speaking of is made for a Ford, like from late 80s to like 97 F350 with the 460 gas engine or the diesel. So I chose that radiator because they're abundant and the price was right, and of course the company gave me a better price. And I know that they work with 460s because we have an 88 F250. We could pull a trailer all day long and never have a heating problem. With that being said, I don't know, you probably can't make sense of what I'm doing here because you got some brackets sitting here and some busy looking things going this direction and that direction, but to mount a different radiator in here is a challenge because there's nothing even about this here. I can't drop a radiator down between the frame rails because it's too narrow, so I have to have the radiator on top of the frame rails and set back at an angle. So as you can see, I used some 1.5" square tubing. I cut out some brackets or different pieces with 10 gauge. Of course, I used my Lincoln Electric 4510 CNC plasma cutter. I'm the luckiest gal alive to have that to work with. So this is what I've come up with so far, and I'm going to set the radiator and the fan shroud in here so you can take a look and see the direction it's going. So I'm just going to ask my cameraman to back up. And again, this is the Derail Performance Products dual electric fan setup. It's aluminum construction. It's nice. You know, I was even impressed with these brackets. The brackets had a step in them to clear the gasket. Now I just like that little detail. So I'm going to put this in there. And this radiator, even with the fan shroud on it, is probably half the weight of just the Humvee radiator. That thing was heavy. Okay. Now granted, I have some neoprene rubber that'll fit down in these saddles. And I still need to make L brackets that wrap around and capture the radiator. But this is what we've got so far. Now I'm going to go over to the other side. I'm going to close the hood and my cameraman can walk around the front. You can see how it looks in the Humvee. And I also wanted to point out, I made the comment that it's offset over to the passenger side. I had to do that to allow clearance for my steering shaft and the lower radiator hose, but it's going to be fine. When I actually put the new radiator in, I'll trim these brackets off that I don't need. Everything will look nice and clean. So I'm going to put the hood down. Now I have gas support struts for the hood, but I had to take them off while I'm working on this project. Okay, so I got the radiator tilted up vertical. I mean, just as, it's not vertical, but I went as vertical as I could possibly go and still have clearance here. But this is, the Humvee radiator was laid in there at an even more angle. So we're going to have more surface area that's exposed to the cool air coming into the vehicle. But I'm really happy with it. It sits in there nice and firm. Like I said, I have neoprene rubber that fits down in here in these saddles. And my next step is just to build these last two L brackets. And it'll capture the tank. And it's not going anywhere. So I'll do that, and then tomorrow I'll be working on the plumbing. I bought stainless steel bins. They're 16 gauge. I have some stainless steel wire for my wire welder, and we're gonna weld up some tubing for the upper and lower it's not hoses, but the upper and lower connections. So I'll take my glass. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Do you like my glasses or not? They're actually prescription safety glasses, but I think I look kind of nerdy with them. Anyway, that's me, and my husband's laughing. So, folks, that's where I'm at today. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more progress reports. I'm thinking about doing a time-lapse video of me fitting the tubing. I'm not sure yet. And I want to thank my sponsors, of course, D-Rail Performance, Kicker Car Audio is going to be sponsoring some cool gear for this when I get to that point. And US Wheel Corporation, they're just running a little bit behind on those wheels. Business is real good for them right now, so we're just hanging out in a holding pattern waiting. And so right now, Hedman Headers, they sent us some cool marketing promotional material. So check those companies out. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Happy trails.